Hi all, welcome back to more Skies Above Britain. This is my Chapter 2 Patrol 4 Part 1. I think, yes. So yeah, just about to chart, just about to start Chapter, no, Patrol 4 of Chapter 2. Right, okay. Let's quickly go while I remember I've entered a new pilot. I've got Davidson here. An old friend. His name came to mind, but not likely I watched this video anyway. So he's now in as our new green pilot D, and he'll go here for now. So he'll become available right away. We've got guy in the bailout box. Yeah, we've got. Yeah, we marked up our latest KIA, unfortunately, Hackerland. So I'll put him. So we've got 3 counters not being used. Well, 3 counters set aside. We've also got Old is in the bailout box. We'll be able to come back. Well, once we set up our pilots for this turn, I can move him across, can't I? Okay, a couple of quick comments. Was there? Yeah, there's been quite a few, and I've not went through them all. I've glanced at them. One interesting one, I suppose, that Stu brought up was must have got him wondering, and he went and posted the question on BGG, and it was when you're using the skill, the Lucky Charm, and if for some it came up a possibility that I might want to have cancelled the damage on a bomber card, which you wouldn't normally think was something you would want to do, and I don't think you would want to do it, but unless you knew what the damage was going to be, and I suppose he started wondering if I think I thought about this as well and left it in there for if anybody in the know. I concluded that it doesn't say that in the rule, so that's the best way to do it if you're not sure. I've been guilty of looking at things the other way and making it up that it must be allowed when it doesn't say that it's allowed. But the for the Lucky Charm skill, it says a hit or return fire marker may be drawn before making this decision. So it's like drawing it before you actually make your decision about do you want to use your Lucky Charm. But it does just say for a hit or return fire marker. That's the way I played it in the end, but he thought it was worthy of a question out there, and I got some thinking, but eventually the designer came back and said that officially it doesn't say you can use it on a damage, just a hit or return. He says, but unofficially, if that makes more sense to your game and you get more enjoyment out of that way. So whether I go with official things. If that's how it was meant to be played, but I can see that a lot of you, Stu in particular, has quite a few house rules in the way, and maybe slight differences to the way he does things. So whether that is something it's unlikely you're going to use it. What it was I think the bomber was going to become fallen out of the formation, which meant it was taking three aircraft with it, which were going to count to disruption against the next attack on that same tile, which meant it was going to be a lot tougher chance of disruption. So if you cancelled the fallen damage, the bomber would still be there and your aircraft would still be there. I think it's unlikely for you to use it, and I think we still got out of that one anyway. Sure, there was a few other things on my mind that dare say they'll come up as we go along, and if not, I will talk about them in due course. Nothing, I would certainly bring up mistakes if there was any major mistakes that was being made or pointed out, or even if there was any minor mistakes being made, I would bring them up. But I don't think there's been any. Just some other stuff about how the game is and how things. Yeah. Anyway, right. I want to get a little bit done here because I've not got an awful lot of time probably, and let's just move on before try to work out what you're going to do the day and whatnot. Okay, so we've got. Still not sorted fatigue, guys. So let me get everybody that's fatigued now in the fatigue boxes here. Right, I just titled this part Patrol 4, did I? I made a mistake somewhere. There's nobody following a patrol 3. So I've made a blunder somewhere. Like I'm showing all these guys, well there's for instance Ackland that just got killed in action, phone chapter 2, patrol 2. What have I done? And yeah, none of them are in this box. Under the chapter 2 side. Alright, give me a second. Right, no, I'm okay. I got the feeling I announced this as Patrol 4. That's wrong. If I did, then it's wrong. I'll be correcting the header. This is Chapter 2, Patrol 3, Part 1. Right. Maybe I said that. I just get the feeling I'd said Patrol 4. It's because you've got 3 different numbers to sort of keep track of. Yeah, okay, so let me get the fatigue, guys. Right, so there we go. We have, unfortunately, 3 of our veterans are fatigued. Warren was fatigued from the previous round and had to fly the patrol fatigued, but now we had that red cube, so I can take the red cube off him. Ald is also fatigued, he's in the bailout boat, so we're having we're not going to have any veterans in this patrol. However, it does look like we can fill in the blanks here, I think. So we've got now this is also fatigued. He's in the regular fatigue boats. These are in the. Oh, sorry, I take it back. We're going to have this veteran with a skill every. Let's just check. Yeah, he sat out the last mission. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Why did he? I reckon he must have been bailed out or hospital or something as well then, because he didn't fly the last mission, but he could have done last patrol. Okay, it must have been that. Must have been he's in the situation that Ald's in at the moment, or he was maybe in the hospital waiting on a. Yeah, I think we rolled 2 of them out of the hospital last time. I was quite lucky as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bingo. Yes. So no fatigue pilots. We are going to have to fly some green pilots though. So let's bring Avery along to fly in as red leader, and we'll bring. This is our new one, Davidson. So he's flying along with 2 green pilots. I think is a sort of good idea for the veteran, I think. Although there's one ability that you can't use if you've got green pilots with you, isn't there? Oh, we're going to have 2 greens elsewhere. Oh, no, we don't, Grant. So we'll move that along there. See, I like to just, if I have them all in the 3 slot, it keeps me right. So he goes in there, and then we just fill in these blanks with the regular pilots. I don't know. I'm not looking exactly how they're doing, whatever. Right, that's it. Good to go. Right, I will now quickly fill in everybody that's flying under this one here. Right, just jumping in there because I'm forgetting. You do need to check how many patrols of 4 in case I've increased. Now I want to see. I was just going right along there. I'm up to G Grant. You can see Newman is just before G. Newman, that's this patrol we're just about to do, a filter man. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be his 5th patrol. So assuming he comes out of this, he'll become veteran. However, Grant, I've not filled him in yet. He's going to fly in this patrol, but before he starts the patrol, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5, so he's going to become veteran. And we'll flip his counter over. They say he's veteran. Now, that might adjust how I place these. Yeah, I mean, basically, I think what I'll just do is do that. Right, so I've done N. R's a green pilot. Yeah, you've got to watch the green pilots too, because they might have flown 4. R, that's white. Yeah, he's not flown too many. So this is his 3rd patrol coming up. That's fine. And then we've got P. Peters. Now, no, he was green. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, this has his 2nd patrol to Ords becoming veteran. And then I, DePaul. Well, there's another one. There's another one that's going veteran. Yeah, right. Stu mentioned this. You're going to end up with more veteran pilots once you get into chapter 2, which we're well into now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he had 5 before. He's going to fly in this patrol as well, which becomes his 6. But however, the 5 that he's already flown turns him veteran as well. So, and just let me look there, make sure I've got 12 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, I've missed something there. There should be 12, shouldn't there? Give me a sec. Right, yeah, it was grand that I hadn't filled in, because that's when I stopped and realised that I needed to check things. Right, that's us got the 12. Who was it that went? Was it the Paul, veteran, yes. So he's went veteran as well. So I think what we'll do is we'll just make him the leader. And yeah. And the 2 that have got the blue cubes, that's just to represent the fact that they're veterans as well, just to represent they've got an ace skill. The only one that's involved here is that. So that's why he's marked like that. Okay, right, I think we can get going. Yes, so, right, I've not got everything set up. I had all the vector markers set up the last time. I was on top of that, but not this time. Again, so let me go and shuffle these about and put them on. Right, there we go. We've got 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1. Right, let's roll for the squadron. Higher number the better. We got a middle result the last time. That might be, maybe not. 6. It's just the deep. 1 to 6 is deep. So, not so good. And we got plenty of time the last time, which tends to make you think I'm not going to get plenty of time. No, it's random, you know. But, right, pilots, sort of starting visibility. So 1 to 8 is going to have sun in some sort of fashion. We've got a 5 that is 1 to 6 clear sun. And then we roll to see where the sun is going to be. We've got a 7. I'm just looking at the cross here to make it starboard. So clear sun starboard. It's just the situation manual I'm looking at there. Clear sun starboard. Clear sun starboard's high. There we go. Covers the starboard station and the starboard position. Escorts we don't do, bomber types and formation we don't do, and that's us good to go. So, yeah, not the best starting position. Okay, let's go. Reveal. Right, let's do it. So, no raid marker, so we're going to reveal the first one here. Kind of hoping it's not a raid. That's a straggler again. I think we got that last time. The start. In fact, we got 2 stragglers quite close together. Yeah, I'm just going to skip on by the straggler. We don't want that, especially. Yeah, we don't want that. That is a May option, so you can skip by that. So then once we've done all them, we reveal. We go to card 9. Well, that's it. That was a good start, wasn't it? Because we've got the raid marker. Then it really, it's you're going to be struggling to get the bomber. So we then move to card 9, which is fuel. We spend the fuel. And that's that done. We then go to card 10. Well, the raid marker is not yet on the raid track, so we skip 10. And then we have the chance to vector. So we'll move to adjacent. No, it's fine. Thinking we got that straggler there. That's the one, if you're in the deep zone, the Messerschmitt turns into a straggler. So that's one you could easily get caught with, I think. But anyway, it was the other way about. It's fine. So yeah, are we going to go to high? Does that matter here? We can do both by spending 1 fuel. I think the tally-ho thing. Can I have a look at the tally-ho thing again? Do you need to be in the same... No, you need to be at high altitude, don't you? So I think I do want to go at high altitude here. What the heck is it? Flak. Tally-ho. So yeah, so if we get the flak, If the raid marker's on the raid track and the squadron is at high altitude, you may spend one fuel to immediately perform contact. Yeah, so that's why I do want to be, I think, I want to move here. Well, let's get the altitude block as well. I want to move there and go to high altitude, because then it'll allow me to tally ho. I think that's right. So yeah, so that's that done, and then when we've done that, we go back to card 1. I do need to spend that fuel though, because we did both, which is fine. And then we go back to card 1. That is right, isn't it? Escort exit comes in here, but again, I've never seen when that'll happen. It must happen as the game goes deeper into things, I think. Because the escort stations would have to be out. And this would have to be moving along the raid thing, wouldn't it? No, yeah. I don't know. I'm still confused to how that can happen. And maybe it can. I've just not thought deeply into it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Maybe somebody will tell me. Okay, so back to card 1. 3 markers not in play. Reveal rightmost track. So we've got 2 markers now to reveal. So let's go. Right, we do get a raid marker this time, so it's going to turn point. Even, the sun will move clockwise. Odd, it'll move counterclockwise. Let's deal with that first. It's odd, so it's going to go counterclockwise. So it's going to go back to nose high. It sort of covers 2 stations, but and yeah, that's it. And then we get the raid icon. So card 5A is, if the raid marker is not yet in play, place the raid marker in the vector marker space on the raid track. So yeah, the good thing about skipping that one as well is you get away from the channel. So that works nicely. Visibility is clear row of die to place escort station markers. Right, so just thinking here, we would now place the escort station markers, but we now if we choose not to make contact. Right, let's get, yeah, I can see it now. If we choose, right, well let's get the escort station markers first. So they are here. I think again the higher the better. We ended up with 3 of them last time. 6. I think it's going to be something similar to what we had. Well, actually, it's not as bad. I think we got a 7 the last time. We got all heavy, 3 of them. I suppose 2 of them were 110, so maybe that was slightly. So we got a 6. We get a heavy 109s in the high, and just a light one in the port. So heavy 109s in the high, and light 109s in the port. Heavy 109s in the high. Where am I? Here. Yeah, that's a bad one, eh? That's a bad one. And just the regular one and the port, the 109s here. Well, none of them are in the sun anyway, which is good. Right, so we do that, and yeah, I can see how now that we can do that escort exit check. Because that was that step. Visibility is not good. And then we go back to card 1 with this. Right, but going back to card 1, we've revealed oh no, we haven't. Sorry, my bad. We've got another one to go. Oh yeah, so they could actually drop their bombs here, couldn't they? Well, let's hope we get a flak with that. But so that's that done. Well, I'll flip this over first before I talk about how I've realised that how you can get to that state. So here we go. Hopefully it's not just a raid marker. Oh well, it is, but we do have the flak, so that's good. Right, let me quickly just say what I was wanting to say there. Let's just say that we've resolved all of these, and it's not dropped its bombs or anything like that. We then go to card 9. We spend fuel. We then go to card 10. And make contact. Well, we may make contact. If we choose not to make contact, If we choose not to make contact, we then move on to card 11, which allows us to move, and it also does an escort exit check, and we've got escort stations on the map. Right, I can see it now. It was there, staring me in the face, but I guess I just never got to that bit. Right, this is however what we're resolving. So yeah, the good thing is the flak's before the raid marker, so we get a chance here, don't we? If we can tally ho, and we can, I think. So let's get the flak one, which is card 6A. And then there's a 6B part to this that I think we want to take. Oh, right, so the bombers aren't there yet. So I'm going to bring 2 hits and put them in there. There's not going to be friendly fire again because we've no aircraft in there. So that's basically all we're doing at this bit. So 2 damage markers, her side up. That's a wing, is the first one. Yeah, and our comment I recall from Stu is it's a wing with a possible catastrophic, but we're not going to roll for these yet because we'll just wait. Was when you place these, if it's on a tile, it doesn't matter which bomber it goes on, doesn't matter any difference. I noticed Tim had replied, yeah, you're right, it doesn't matter, but he likes to randomise that, and you know, I'm the same with that. I kind of do like to do it, even though it doesn't matter. It's although maybe I've seen myself skipping by some of them when I know for sure it makes absolutely no difference at all when I realise that, and I just sort of put it somewhere. But I think with a situation like that, I would want to, because I don't know. Nah, it doesn't matter on a tile. It matters what tile it goes on to, because that could help with your disruption or whatever. But it doesn't matter within the tile about where it targets. I think that's what he was saying anyway. Right, that's that done. We'll place our damage marker. There's no friendly fire. So 6B. Tally ho. If the raid marker is on the raid track and the squadron is at high altitude, you may spend 1 fuel to immediately perform contact. If so, go to card 10A. Right, well, yeah, we need to do this, because if you do not or can't, well, then it just means we're moving about. But if we don't make contact, then they just drop the bombs. However, with this part in the bomb, if you perform contact and the marker looks like this, which it does, we postpone applying the raid result until the raid vector step of the interception sequence. So it means we will get round 1 and round 2 of our of our attack on the bombers, our bomber cycle. Yeah, we'll get round 1, round 2, and then that's all we're going to get. So they're the ones that matter for disruption and isolating the tiles. And then after the effects of this, go back to card 1. So this tile doesn't actually stay here. Ooh. No, hold on though. It's a bit of a tricky bit of this, because the very first time I've done this, I had 2 tiles underneath here. I get the feeling Tim had maybe asked this question, or it came up in this video as well, about what happens to the tiles underneath that, because the raid icon immediately stops. In fact, should remove all of these, shouldn't it? I think, does that know what we concluded? Or I think the first time I've done it, I just left the tiles there because I wasn't 100% sure. But come the time when they drop the bombs and then this goes like that, these all come away. So we're not going to look at the rest of these. And if there was one underneath it, see, it's a one underneath. If there was one underneath it right now, well, hold on. If the raid marker is on the raid track and the squadron is at high altitude, you may spend 1 fuel to immediately perform contact. If so, go to card 10A, contact. So this is what we're doing. We're going to spend that 1 fuel. Let's do that before we forget that bit. And we're going to attempt. We're going to perform contact. If so, go to card 10A. Right. So card 10A, if the raid marker is on the raid track, you may perform contact squadrons in the same or adjacent zone. Contact is automatic. So it's interrupting if there was tails underneath, it's leaving them lying, I think. It's not looking at them at all. And we're not going back to the tails underneath because this is delayed, this is postponed. I think that's right. I think, fortunately in this case, we've no tails underneath this one, but let me know. I'm pretty sure if there was tails underneath this, they're not going to get looked at. And then come the time, this is going to drop their bombs, that's going to move up onto the turn bit, and all the tiles are going to get removed. I think so. See, in this card it says after the effects. See, after the effects of flak are applied, go back to card 1. That's a problem because card 1 then says, remember if we've got tiles underneath that, reveal the vector markers in its space one at a time. And it's not until all the markers in the space have been revealed that you go to card 9. So I don't know, but then we're skipping by card 9 to go to contact here. It's a different little thing, this tally ho. It sort of allows you to skip by these things, I think. Yeah. Okay, I think we're okay about it, but if somebody's got any, just, I think when the first time I'd done it, and Tim in fact says don't overthink it, but I'm trying not to overthink it, but when it mentions there, once you've done the flak, well, hold on here, once you've done the flak, you would go back to card 1, and then do the raid marker grant. Right, sorry, hold on. Yeah. So once we've done the flak, we go back to card 1, and then we reveal the next icon, which is the raid icon. And it's there that things get a bit messy, because then you get the raid icon. And you get the raid icon in this position here. So if the raid marker is already on raid track, the bombers released ordnance, see card 5B. So then we would move to here. Yeah, but we postpone this bit, don't we? We postpone this. Yeah, it's a bit messy. To be honest, I don't know if I went to the rule book, if it would help me here or not. Sort of clear that up. I think it's okay how we're doing it, but I do sort of wonder if there was inbound vector markers underneath this. But the very first time I'd done it, I think that's when Tim said don't overthink it. We'd done it right, I think. I think that's what he was sort of saying. So I'm just leave that there, along with the, and we'll resolve this raid marker when we get to this step here in the interception sequence. So you can see that we're going to be able to give an order to attack the bombers. We're going to get the bomber formation. That's what our plan is. Whether we're going to just ignore the escorts again, quite possibly. Now, I think I might. What time is it? Alright, I'll plod. Right, no, maybe not. Hang on. Right, hi all. That's me back after quite a few hours there. I did get called away kind of quick there, so yeah, we're about to attempt to make contact, aren't we? We've got the flak, we're going for the tally-ho contact so that we can have our shots at the bombers before they drop their bombs at the end of this sort of turn, isn't it? At the end of this, yeah, turn, if you like. Just had a quick glance before I come across any comments. The only comment I've got is for Stu saying he didn't think it needed a timestamp because it was referring to me attacking the bombers, which was pretty much all of the video. Because there was no timestamp attached to that, I've no idea what he was quite on about. It's me obviously saying that he didn't put a timestamp, but I don't know where that was in the video because he's not put a timestamp. So, I can't. I'm not going to sit through the whole video trying to find out the bit that you're referring to, but I can't even remember what that was linked to as well. Because you're obviously just put your comment in when I've said something, but as I don't know where it is I've said it and what I've said, I've no idea. So I can't help you, or I can't comment on that without saying I don't know what you're on about. So okay, right, contact. Let's do it. We are not in the same zone, are we? So the marker's on the trap. Same or adjacent zone. Yeah, we're not on the same zone. We're allowed to do this because we're at high altitude. So we're really referring to this other card. Yeah, it's just about the zones that we're in. So we can't hit the... Now, after that sort of clumsy bit the last time, where is the sun? Because, I mean, we did do that high. We did do that high. We did get that right, I think, but I was getting myself a bit muddled up, thinking that I couldn't end up in the sun. But if we roll, the sun is in nose high, right? If we roll between a 9 and a 12 here and decide to spend the fuel, we're going to be in the sun. And then we're going to give our bombers orders, then we're going to benefit from in the sun, aren't we? So that's kind of what we want. Whether I want to go all in at nose high, I don't know. Nose high is nose low you get the penalty, or do you get the penalty at both? As in no, it's just low. So if we can roll a 9 to 12 here, right? Well, let's just do it. That's where we're at. Yeah, and then once we do this, we move the squadron onto the interception map, and we go to card 12. We also return any lost contact fighters to base. There's none. Place escort station markers. They're already there. Yeah, I suppose they can maybe not have been placed due to the visibility. And then place bomber tiles, but only if visibility is not clouds, which it isn't. So right, let's roll a 9 to a 12 and get this started well. Alternatively, my. Well, that's a collision roll out the way. Dear me, so what have we got? Trailing low or tail low? 2 or less. Dear me. It's kind of rubbish, isn't it? I mean, trailing lows, I want to say really rubbish, and tail lows not much better. Tail low, we're getting the penalty unless we roll Stukas. So you've got that one. Let's just look at the bomber. Well, there's trailing low up there. We've got them in the high station though. Escort's in the high station, so 109's trailing low. It's a 12. It's a 12 we need. And remember, we're not getting the sun advantage here. Oh, you can't get it when you're trailing anyway. Right, just before we leave this one then, if the other 109's in the port, which is just as bad. The 12 or an 11. They're both 109s. The heavy part doesn't matter to this, does it? No. So, yeah, I mean, you'd have to be suppressing both of them. And even then, the result's going to be no escort, and it's a 10. Yeah, well, this is a worse place to start, isn't it? So, right, what about tail low then? Does it get any better? So, high, tail low, 109s is an 11. The 109 starboard or port is a 7, not quite so bad. And if we had no escorts, it's still a 7 anyway. Thing is, if we want to get the bombers, we've got to go in now. We can't. Well, actually, have we not rolled for this anyway? Is that not as committed? I think we're committed to make contact now anyway because we rolled the dice. But what we can do is possibly... No, there's no point splitting these up here. Put them in at tail low and maybe go for some of the escorts to maybe knock out the one in the high station at least, so that then we've got a 7. The one in the highs course is a heavy station, which means that we're up against this row, and depending on how many sections we put in, Ideally, possibly looking for 2 sections, so we'll need a 5 roll to disrupt that. And if we get the disruption, then we're rolling for the other 2 sections on the bombers with a 7, with the possibility of re-rolling that. But yeah, and that's it. It's a 7. 2 rolls to get a 7, but 2 rolls to get an 11 just seems a bit too much. And I think if we only go in with 1 section there, you don't get a re-roll on this, do you? I mean, okay, you might get the modifier, but if you only go with 1 section and you don't get the modifier, it's an 8 to suppress. And then if we don't get that suppression, then we're having that 11 roll. Yes, indeed. Yeah, well, that's it. See, the die rolls just do these things to you, and you're like, what can you do, eh? Everyone's so much better there if we roll a 9. We rolled a 1. Okay, I'm going from extreme to one extreme to the other, but yeah, and in fact, I want to say that coming in from high is really good. That's the one that coming in from the nose is the one that's really good against the high station, isn't it? The head station's a problem, but we've got high in port. So, you know, I don't know why you're looking at that, Grant, because you're not going there. But just to give you an example there, if we were nose high, not only would we have the out of sun, but we would only need we'd need a 7, because it would go to the highest number. And as an addition, we've got to also remember that tail low, unless we get Stukas, we've got the penalty. If we reveal if a return fire is revealed to be a hit, draw a second hit marker, compare them and keep the higher number. So we've got that just for the first round, mind you. But okay. So yeah, well, I'm going to spend the fuel limiter. So I've got 1 fuel to spend initially because we're in an adjacent zone, and then I'm going to spend the other fuel to go nose high. So there we go. Oh, hang on. Alright, sorry. So 2 expenditures of fuel, 1 for being in the adjacent zone, 1 for adjusting my position to nose high. So no, not to nose high. You wish, Grant. To tail low. Yeah, I'm looking at the one I wanted. So yeah, well, we don't get the high altitude anymore, so it's just there. And that's that. And that's not good. We're really hoping for Stukas here. That would help us. So that's me spend the 2 fuel, and then we're going to go to card 12, but we're going to place the bomber tiles and their formation area, and then go to card 12, which is going to be our orders. So yeah, I've not quite decided what I'm going to do with that yet. I think I have to send something after the escorts. What am I doing? Right, bomber tiles, yeah. Let's get the book out again. So this is where we need another low roll. It's 1 to 3 for Stukas. I don't care about the formation, but I'd really like to get that. It's 1 to 3. So, well, let's see. Oh! Well, there was me moaning about a 1, and there's me praising a 1. How about that? Right, well, we've got Stukas. So we've got 6 tiles, or 5 tiles, which is kind of good as well, because we know we're only going to have definitely 2 rounds to disrupt them all, so it's not as if there's a heavy amount of tiles. So let's roll, it's 1 to 5 for the top formation, and then roll that. So 4, right, let's get all these low rolls out the way when they don't matter. Well, that one did matter initially, the first one. So it was a 4, so it's this one here, right? So 6 tiles of Stukas, and that's the top one. That's good. Yeah, just glancing at it. isolate. So 2 isolations isolates 3. Yeah, you need 4 isolations, I think. Right, let's get these Stukas ready. Yeah, I thought I'd lost them for a moment, but I found them. They're on the back of the Dornies. The thing is, there's not that many of them. My guess is 6 is the maximum that you're ever going to get with them. And I want to say chapter 3 or chapter 4, you're probably not going to get Stukas at all. Did it not say at the beginning there that they'd done away with them as the war went on, as the Battle of Britain went on anyway? So 6 tiles is going to look something like this. This goes in the middle of these 2. I think we're like that. Right? Does that look like it? 1, 2, then 2, then 1. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? That's good to me. Right. So that was a bonus. Getting the Stukas, because at least we're not getting that disadvantage. That is right, isn't it? It says White Bomber, you ignore this penalty of low altitude, and we are low altitude. Good stuff, right? And then finally, the 2 damage here. I'm going to do this one first, this one second. That's the way they came out. This one does have a possible catastrophic, which you don't want to happen really here. You know, because you want the damage marker just sitting there nicely, adding to your disruption number. Okay, and so the first one, 2, 3, 4, there's only 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. To see which tile for the wing damage. 12, so it's going to be the bottom one. I did count them away there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's the way I've done it here. So this is bottom one, and this is the bit Stu's saying. It doesn't matter where this goes, but you know what? It's an extra die roll. 5, right? So it's the middle one, right? So wing damage there. Probably not the tile that we wanted, because I want to say that we probably want to go for this one or this one. Well, actually, I don't think it mattered. I think if you go for this one, you're only isolating 1, then you isolate that, then you've got 3. So if you go for this one, you isolate 1. You go for that, you isolate 2. You isolate 3. So, in actual fact, and if you went for this one first. No, that's not. You don't really want to go. You want to isolate that one and that one to automatically isolate that one. So you don't really want to go for that one. But it still counts to the total number, doesn't it? Right, and then the wing, the other wing damage that is catastrophic. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'll re-roll because it can't really go. It's not meant to go on the other one. So re-roll another one on 12 as a 2, so it's the top tile. Damn, that's bad as well then. And again, we'll do it the random sort of. It's the middle one again. Right. Actually, now we need to roll to see if that might be catastrophic. Oh, an 11 or 12, and another 1. I thought a 1's getting rolled. Right, so that is that. But these still count to our initial. And in fact, if let's just say we go for this tile first, and we've got 1, 2, and then how many aircraft, we isolate that, we then still got 1, 2 when we come to go for that one. So that's fine. That's okay. It's not as important to have them on the tile that you're attacking, I don't think. I suppose it helps to then split off the bombers from the actual tiles, but anyway. Okay, so just sitting here first for a while, if we do decide to chuck 2 sections against the escorts, that leaves us with 6 aircraft here, which starts your disruption number with only an 8. Also, hang on, we're coming in from the tail, aren't we? That's bad, I think. You know what? I'm going to look up Stu's comment. The bit that I should have wrote down. I'm going to write it down. Okay, so what I should have wrote down, I've wrote down. So he says nose, more disruption, less hits. So if you come in from the nose, you're going to get, that's your better disruption, but you're not going to do as much damage. Tail is less disruption, but more hits. And flank is somewhere in between. The problem is we've not really had the choice of what we, our choice was a die roll here, and we were having to come in from the tail. So this gives us less disruption but more hits, which is not so good when I'm talking about only bringing 2 sections in, is it? That kind of feels like that's not the right thing to do now. I think we need at least 9 fighters. The thing is, if you don't disrupt that, you're needing an 11 to be able to get at the fighters. Okay, you get 2 rolls at that 11, but, well, good luck. And you only get 1 roll at the suppression, which we would need an 8. Or if we can shoot down a fighter, a 7. That's only going with 1 section. Means we're less chance of shooting down a fighter 2 with 1 section. I've not even looked to see, well actually, there's some options that don't allow you to go after the escorts. Maybe I should look at that. We're at the tail, and we're coming in from low. See, leading ahead, we wouldn't be able to. We're going to be going after the high one, aren't we? So it's 11, going to cost us more fuel there. And then we're going to have to spend more fuel there. Yeah, we're going to be burning the fuel, but then we know probably we're only having the 2 rounds of the bombers, 2 rounds at the bombers. So yeah, we are allowed to go after that. And that number just decides who gets the advantage. So it's not such a problem, that one. I don't know. I really don't think an 8 suppression is going to be enough. Plus the fact we're coming in from the poorest angle for suppression. And an 8, 6 aircraft and the 2 damage markers we've got just now, I don't think that's going to do it. I think we have to have at least, even 11 is going to be a struggle. With some of the numbers, what did they go up to? 14, wasn't it? Well, surely 11 should be enough. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, but then your suppression number is an 8. You've got to roll an 8. This is tough. Yeah. The other thing, again, go by Stu's tips, we're getting more hits from the tail. So let's just say we go with the 6, and we don't get much disruption happening in the first round. Then we're adding damage, hopefully, which is going to increase our chances. You are definitely only going to have 2 rounds to isolate the Keta, so I really just think that we need 2 sections going after the escorts. I think for me to stand there and roll 1 dice in the hope of getting an 8 or even a 7 if we happen to shoot the fighter down, whereas a 5 feels more doable and there's more chance of shooting a fighter down. Let's do it. Okay. So our orders are going to be, I'm going to split our flight into 2, split our squadron into 2. So we've got red and yellow, I'm just going to go red after red and yellow, so that's A flight. A flight is going to go after the escorts then. And specifically the 109 station at the high. And then B flight is going to go after the bombers. I think. Yeah, okay, let's do it. So, well, we're coming away from there. So, we do have some escort orders. We've gone on the map. This is our target, the heavy 109s. I'm going to go to card 13A. So this is our escort order. The target of the escort station mark is a light or heavy 109s, which it is. Roll a die for each formation with an escort order and consult the interception table. Spending 1 fuel allows a reroll. Yeah, well, this is just to get the advantage. We're going to have to watch with the fuel, but maybe it might be worth it. Move every section to the lost contact area, which I probably will just move them down here just now, but we've got to remember that they're lost contact. If we succeed, we get an RF advantage. If we fail, we get a Luftwaffe advantage. And we just dogfight with the 2 sections. And then we get to look at card 13B, which... No. 13C. No, it's not 4, it's 15. Then we get to have a look at suppression. But it's just 109s we're going after, so 13A, right, okay. So what's the number we're after then? We are tailing low. We are tail low. And that's the right one. I don't know if I said escort. Yeah, it's an 11 though, isn't it? Tail low, 109s in the high position. That's the one we're going for. And so we need an 11. We also need to spend 1 fuel. And we can re-roll this. It doesn't tell you that down the bottom there. Yeah, it does say in the results you can spend extra fuel to re-roll. So yeah, we can always do that. Yeah, it doesn't. Should kind of have it. It doesn't have it there. It talks about all the other out of sun stuff and the advantage. On this side, it's got re-roll and then out of sun. Yeah, it's a bit. Maybe that could have been done slightly better, but it talks there on the side, and this is the extra fuel. Spend extra fuel to re-roll. Yeah. Okay. Right. So we need an 11. And we will be spending 1 fuel here, and then on the other side, the bombers, we're going to spend another. We're going to spend another 1 fuel at least on the bombers. So just thinking about this reroll here. So we're going to spend this 1 fuel. Hold on. It's only red and yellow that are doing this. So that's a fair point. They're the ones going after the escorts. And it's going to be blue and green that are going to spend the 1 fuel as well. So yeah, that makes it a bit better. So red and yellow going after the escorts. We need an 11. That's some spent their fuel. And 109s. Yeah, we need an 11. If we don't get an 11, it means it's a Luftwaffe advantage. We can re-roll this though. Wow, how many ones? I think this is worthwhile having to spend the fuel though. Yeah, I think so, because we're going to, red and yellow are going out of contact. I'm not so sure they're going to chase back in, so we're going to spend 1 more. It's a long shot anyway, isn't it? But let's do it. Right. Let's get an 11. Oh my! Well. I'm dreading a collision check coming up. Okay, so we fail. So red and yellow are now. Hold on. We can do this. Can we possibly by moving this down a little bit and just moving things around? I'm making a mess of things here though. Bring this down a little. and we'll just leave them here. Now these are now lost contact. Red and yellow sections. I've not used this to sort of differentiate between them before, so I'm just hoping I don't make a mess of this. But so red and yellow, yeah, so it's Luftwaffe advantage in both of these. Yeah, and whereas if we had won that row, it would have been RAF advantage against both of them. So here we go. Now we've got our veteran and 2 green pilots in this section, and no veteran, 1 green pilot in that section. So, right, we'll do the red first. Luftwaffe advantage. All the decks have been shuffled up. I have got the bomber deck shuffled, but I've not put them in place yet. But that's fine. We're not at them yet. So Luftwaffe advantage on the reds. 109. It's a heavy station. So tailed by our swarm, the 109s. Stay tight. Oh no. It's a section, isn't it? Stay tight. Section only. Green pilot becomes independent and is tailed by a rota. Replace the swarm with another rota. That's right. Okay. Now hold on. There's 2 green pilots. So okay, I think we randomise between the 2. Yeah, so stay tight. Page 9. Spent text applies only to a section only if it has at least one green pilot. If it applies before drawing a dogfight card, 1 green pilot in the section is now an independent RAF fighter. The swarm breaks into 2 rotas. Replace the swarm with a pair of rotas. 1 rota tails the section. The other tails a new independent RAF fighter. Conduct 2 dogfights, 1 for each rota. Right, it doesn't elaborate on that, but my guess is we just got to pick one of these at random, eh? So, now, well, this one's even, this one's odd, because this one can't be selected. So I don't think I should be rolling 1 to 4 that, 9 to 12 that, because then we've got a 5 to 8 in the middle. It doesn't apply. So even, odd, 5. So it's odd. So that's our new pilot. That's Davidson. So red 2 breaks away. Now this is now replaced by a rota 109s attacking the section and a rota 109s attacking the independent green fighter. Yes. And these go individual, yeah. Conduct 2 dogfights, 1 for each rota. Okay. Right. Well. See, I don't know if the veteran can now protect him or not, because he's independent. Well, 2 dogfights. Remember, you can do a manoeuvre here. Yeah, and we'd like to try and shoot things down, wouldn't we? Also. Yeah, can we protect him? Page 50, I want to say. Stay trim, use this only when the veteran was in a section with a green pilot. See, he's not in the section anymore, he's independent, so he's on his own. You can't really protect there. He's a green pilot. Making a mess of things down here. Okay, we'll do the green, this independent green pilot first, and we will. We want to try and shoot one of them down. Let's do a turn. Let's do a turn maneuver. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a turn for him. So remember, these are 2 separate. We'll come back to this, the section. So this is tailed maneuver. 109's independent fighter. We're looking for the turn symbol. Ooh, I think we've got it. Independent 109's. Oh, look though, look. We had a vanish. Oh, we're shooting them though. We're shooting them. That's good, Grant, isn't it? So we've done the turn successfully. So independent fighter against 109's. Yeah. So we don't do the vanish, which I might have been happier with, but however. So we've got a hit and a low ammo. So let's put the low ammo on them first. Try and get away with this by putting it at the side, but we'll see. So we put the low ammo and then they were telling us, so we shoot one of these down. How do we manage to do that? Well, I think what happens is it goes in front of us now, isn't it? Where is it? Turn. We've just not really done this enough. Turn, so tight turn. If the tight turn icon appears as a result on the dogfight card, you will move the Luftwaffe fighter marker so that it is head on. So yeah, basically you do this first, Grant. That's then how we get to shoot it down. So we move it to there, and then so it's head on, and then we ignore all other results except the one inside the tight turn icon, if any. It says except the one, but I'm assuming it really means except the ones, because there's two of them there. So we ignore that, we get that, we shoot him down, one of them down, and we get low ammo, which I've gave. I can now take that away. And Red 2 has an escort kill. Red 2 is the new pilot, Davidson. Well done, Billy. So, not that you'll ever watch this, but an escort kill there for him, and then over the other side, right, hang on, this is chapter 2 part 3, isn't it? I need to put that in first, and then chalk up one escort kill. Okay, that's fine. And then what that does also help us now is this modifier. We get this +1 if a German fighter was destroyed. Well, it was. So now, come the time, that 5 is we're only going to need a 4. And remember, we have went in with 2 sections, which, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have took my chance with 1, and then we shot 1 down. We only need a 7. Right, Grant, you're at 1 hour and 2 minutes here. I'm running out of time as well. So that was that done. So, right, hang on, let me go through these dogfight cycle cards for this, because we placed fighters. We had head-on combat. There was no head-on combat. Tail maneuver, we've done a turn. Tailed combat, we've done the tailed combat, and now this guy's round the front. Tail in combat, there's none of that. Hit checks, there's no hit checks. And then resume. So do we resume this dogfight first? I think so. If the section or independent RAF fighters still engaged with any German fighters, they are lost contact. Well, we know they're lost contact anyway, because they've been moved both to the lost contact area. Go back to card D2 and play the next dogfight round. So we're still having this dogfight round, and the first part of D2 is head-on combat. Give me a second though. Right, let's try and wrap this bit up, and I might get started on another bit. And if we can just get these, get the escort part done now. Actually, I think this should come away, shouldn't it? I think. Well, we've got the escort suppress marker. No, you know what? Let's leave it there just now, Grant, in case we move away. And this is what we're doing at the moment. Anyway, right, so head-on combat with us. We're at low ammo now. Right, that's fine. So head-on card, independent fighter against 109s. Head-on, 109s, and oh, how about that? We got the vanish there. So just a straight up vanish. I mean, all this guy suffered was low ammo, and he shot a guy down. This vanishes. That's it. Right. let's move on to this then. Right, so now there's not any great need to be shooting more fighters down apart from as kills and points towards victory points, but this is a veteran with a green pilot this time. Still just the slip bit. I just slip one eye, fight behind the fighter, and then of course you've got these veteran privileges about practice manoeuvre. Probably the one of our pilots in section are green, right? So we can't do that. Pull tight. We should do. I think this time I'll do evade because you've got follow my lead. When tailing a dogfight, cancel an icon result in the dogfight card. Pilot must be an independent RI fighter, or be section leader, and the maneuver must be evade. Yeah, I'm going to do that because we don't need to decide. Yeah, we can look at things first. As far as I'm aware, when tailing a dogfight, cancel an icon result in the dogfight card. That's how we done this the last time, anyway. In fact, I'm not sure I used it the last time. Well, hopefully we can do it that way. Right, so I'm going to evade with these guys. Red leader is a veteran. Oh, he's got an ace skill as well. Right then. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's just the lucky charm. That can only help himself, isn't it? Right, so evade here on this. And I might consider using the follow my lead. But I think I'm allowed to draw these two cards. No, it's not. It's section against 109s. So it's that one or that one. Maybe we should have done a turn again. Well, that one's not terrible. In fact, no, that'll do. That's a hit. So we do a section against 109s. We get a fuel and a reduction. That's what we're going for. We're not going to use our so fuel for red and a reduction for the rota, and then because we evaded, the automatic reduction, and that goes away. I think that was pretty good. We didn't use that follow my lead. I think I would have been allowed to look at that and then decide to use that follow my lead. Pilot must be an independent RF fighter. The section leader and maneuver must be evade. Cancel an icon result on a dogfight card. Well, let me know if I have interpreted that wrong, but I think I could have looked at both these cards, made my decision about which one to go with. Let's just say this wasn't as good, and go with that. Let's say we go with that, and then we can use that veteran privilege, follow my lead to cancel that hit. But we didn't need to. We done that one. We didn't. I'm just leaving that in there in case I'm getting that wrong and somebody can correct me. I didn't use it though, so. Okay, so all good there. And, well, it doesn't matter if there was more than one dogfight round. I think that one wasn't it? But they're lost contact anyway. So now we move on to the yellow section and draw an advantage card, yeah? Should I do this? An hour and 8 minutes? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, let's do it. So, yellow section, Luftwaffe advantage. Head on rota. Which I was just about to say, that's good. But bounced. If heavy escort add a swarm, it tails your fighters as a heavy escort. I don't know why I'm looking it up, but bounced. Intercept phase. Yeah, the event text on these cards apply if the formation targeted a heavy escort marker. It did. So it's applying. Yeah. I know, I don't need to look at these things. I shouldn't need to look at these things. I'm a perfectionist, you see. Right, is that it, I think? So, Rota 109's head on, and because it's a heavy escort, we're adding a swarm and it tails us. So, This could be bad. Might not be manoeuvring this time. Right, so a whole section head on. That's the first thing that's going to happen. So we need to avoid a hit here. So, right, what am I doing? I'm just running the wrong cards. So yeah, head on against 109s. It's a section against 109s. 109 section. Oh, this is good. So it's a vanish. I mean, we've still got the guy behind, but we're not taking a hit. So there's a vanish, a hit. Right, we're going to shoot one of these down, and somebody's going to get the credit for that. Well, right, I'll give the credit shortly. The vanish then knocks that away, and then somebody's also going to get low ammo. So randomly, who shot that 109 down? It is number 12, which is yellow 2, 9012. Yellow 2 is C. That's Smith. Well done, Hal. Good stuff. Hal shoots down a 109. So credit there on that side, and then credit another escort kill across the other side. Right, and then also one of them's going to randomly become low ammo. That's a 5, which I think's the leader. That is, yeah. So, low ammo. Right, so I'll just put up the top now, since that guy's away. And that was that. So no hits, vanish, damage, low ammo. Right, so now we move on to tail maneuver, and we can fully maneuver here. We don't have a veteran here though, so nothing fancy there. Should we try the slip? Let's try the slip. Attempt to select one area of fighter behind the Luftwaffe fighter marker. If the slip icon appears in the dogfight card, maneuver succeeds and all other results are ignored. Place one ally fighter behind the Luftwaffe fighter marker. That Luftwaffe fighter marker then breaks off from the section. Tailed by the allied fighter is now an independent area fighter. Which, all that stuff doesn't really... Well, these go lost contact. If we do break one off there, they do go lost contact, and this isn't part of the section when it comes back. I think there's a slight sort of grey area about all that, but maybe not. Maybe it's about how can we join... Yeah, well, you can join that back up, can't you? The reform thing, but... Anyway, slip or turn. Like I say, we've not got any tricks up our sleeve, veteran privileges or that, so... Let's try the slip. We wanted to be more adventurous. And, okay, we don't need a kill as such anymore here. Where's the slips then? There's one. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so a slip. So I'm going to draw one tailed card, and we need that slip icon to be there. If it is there, we ignore all the results, and one of these guys goes behind us, and he disengages from the section, I think. So, section against 109's looking for the slip icon. Section against... it's a turn. Damn it. Well, you know what? It could have been... Oh no, hang on. It's this one. That's worse. Is it worse? It's vanishing anyway. Right, but drawing a tailed card, that's right. There's no slip icon. So we have to obey all these. We've got hit, a low ammo, and a vanish. So let's, not a low ammo, sorry, a low fuel. This is yellow section, so he spends a fuel. Right, that's the fuel bit done. I know I've skipped by the hit, but, well, we'll skip by the hit. We'll vanish this guy, and then we'll deal with the hit. That's not that bad then, is it, really? I thought it was this one and it was a green hat, but But so it's a random hit to somebody. Yeah, and that's it. The slip didn't work. So random hit. This is 1 to 4, etc. It's the same numbering system. So 2, so it is going to be, that's going to be a green pilot. That's if that's, oh, that's dim, Phelps. So yeah, a random hit here. Yeah, and there's nothing we can do with this. So, well, we can hope it's a good one. No, that's not a good one, Tim. Oh no, you're in trouble. 9 to the cockpit. Yeah, and still nothing I can do about it. The cockpit one's pretty decent if you're over the channel, but we're not as well. So, right, so we're gonna have to resolve this now. So, okay. Well, you know what? We've rolled an awful lot of low numbers, so I think it's time. It's time for something a bit higher. Come on. 9. No, it's not a 9. It's not a 9. So sadly, yellow 3 is going to the cockpit fate box. And we'll take his pilot. Phelps goes with it. That goes back, and yeah, that's that. Right, so that is all our dogfights within the escort interception. So we'll just do this suppression, and then I'm going to stop the video. Whether I might restart or not, I don't know. I should probably. Yeah, well, we'll see. Let's see how the suppression works out. If the suppression works out, it's all been worthwhile. And you're up there for a good cause, Tim. So let's hope we can get the suppression. So we did get the +1 to the die roll. Yeah, so we go into that now. I think, like I said, this card only is involved if it's 110s, and then this card involves this defensive circle, which I've never dealt with yet. So this is the card we're moving on to now. After completing dogfight cycle to intercept, roll a die, consult the escort suppression table for each escort station marker targeted. Apply an expression or reduction equal to or higher than the red number, flip escort station marker. Suppression equal to or higher than the blue number, mark escort station suppressed. Right, so we are targeting a heavy station. It was 109s, that doesn't matter. We put 2 sections in, 6 fighters. So we're on this top row, middle column, this one here. So we need a 5. However, we did shoot 1 fighter down. Maybe we shot 2 down, but you only get the credit for the 1. So it's a +1. Now we don't, as far as I'm aware, we don't get a reroll on this. There's nothing said anywhere. Although if I fail, I might have a look into that. But let's just roll a 5. Well, technically a 4 at least. Although an 8 would be even better. Because an 8 + 1 is a 9. So, but at least a 4. Come on. 10. Beautiful. Beautiful. So 10 + 1 is 11. We do get that red number. That means it's equal to or greater than the red number. We flip the escort station marker to the light side. So this gets flipped to light. And then, of course, with that number, we also suppress it. So we'll take this little escort marker off here, flip it over, and mark that as suppressed. Good job, guys. Well done. And that then has completed their orders. And they're now lost contact. They should be up there. I might move them up there, but at the moment I'll just leave them where they are, because I should cut this video. It's an hour and 20 minutes now. And ponder on if I'm going to restart, if I've got time to restart and do something. Okay, so I'll be back with the bomber order next, pretty soon, hopefully. Cheers.